On 16th December 1971, one of the coldest and most cherished photographs in the history of the Indian Armed Forces was clicked. Pakistan tamely surrendered in front of India, and its sulking General Niazi was made to sign the instrument of surrender. Invoking the powerful photograph on Wednesday, Afghanistan's Vice President Amrullah Saleh has seemingly reached towards his Indian counterparts to once again step up and quash the unholy nexus of Pakistan-Taliban, which threatens to usher the beautiful country of Afghanistan into war, bloodshed, and overall destruction. Hi and welcome. You are watching TFI English, the national and socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Sohil, and in this video, I'll tell you how the Afghan Vice President reminded Pakistan of the 1971 surrender to India as Afghanistan seeks India's help to defeat the Pak-Taliban nexus. Afghanistan's Vice President Amrullah Saleh hit out of the ballpark on Wednesday by posting the legendary and famous picture of the Pakistan Army's surrender to the Indian Army in the 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War. Saleh was taking on the troll army of Pakistan and simultaneously sending a message to New Delhi, egging it to assume a much more active role in the war-torn country as Afghan, Taliban and Pakistan join hands to create chaos. Posting the picture, Saleh wrote, "We don't have such a picture in our history and won't ever have. Yes, yesterday I flinched for a fraction of a second as a rocket flew above and landed few meters away. Dear Pak Twitter attackers, Taliban and terrorism won't heal the trauma of this picture. Find other ways." In the picture, Pakistani Lieutenant General AAK Niazi can be seen signing the instrument of surrender in the presence of Lieutenant General Jagjit Singh Arora after the Indian Army thrashed the Pakistan Army. The document enabled the surrender of 93,000 soldiers of the Pakistan Armed Forces Eastern Command, thereby ending the Bangladesh Liberation War and resulting in the birth of Bangladesh. The timing of the tweet is important as Afghan Army Chief General Wali Muhammad Ahmadzai is visiting India next week with a 3-day-long itinerary. Besides holding talks with his Indian counterpart, General M.M. Naravne, Ahmadzai is also expected to meet National Security Advisor Ajit Doval and other top security officials. Officially, it is being stated that Wali would not be asking for any military support from his Indian counterparts, but with the Afghan Taliban increasing its presence in the region, discussions are certainly expected to hover around the topic. A person familiar with the developments said the Afghan Army Chief is scheduled to arrive in India on July 27th for a 3-day visit. He is scheduled to return in the first half of July 30th. Strengthening defense cooperation will be the focus of the visit. Ever since Washington started pulling out its troops from Afghanistan, the Taliban has seized control of over 85% of the territory. The terrorist outfit has turned the clock back to the bloody era of 1996-2001 as dictatorial fatwas in consonance with the Sharia law are being imposed on the commoners. Reported by TFI, one of the latest fatwa to be issued required members of Islamic clergy to compile a list of girls above 15 and widows under 45 so that they can be married to Taliban terrorists. Essentially, the Taliban wants sex slaves. The letter, issued in the name of the Taliban's Cultural Commission, said all imams and mullahs in captured areas should provide the Taliban with a list of girls above 15 and widows under 45 to be married to Taliban fighters. Moreover, the Taliban, in close contact with the Pakistan Army, ISI and the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, has started to come after Indian interests in the region. Earlier this month, a spy had been caught by the Afghan forces who was attempting to destroy the Salma Dam, India's most expensive infrastructural project in Afghanistan, completed in 2016 at an estimated cost of $290 million. The barbaric death of Indian photojournalist Danish Siddiqui, whose body was severely disfigured and mutilated after the Taliban came to know about his Indian identity, further speaks volumes about the hatred and venom the Taliban has for India. Thus, New Delhi needs to drop its idealistic and neutral stance in the region, take note of the Afghan leaders subtly asking for help, and assume a greater role in the region. If India wants to indeed proclaim itself as the leader in the region, it will have to fight the dirty wars. Afghanistan is India's ally, and stability in the region bodes well for both nations. Saleh's call for help should be accepted, and Ahmadzai should be given words of assurances when he visits New Delhi next week.